channel. I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Happy Monday! I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's video is going to be my May end of the month wrap up. If you're curious to know what I read the first half of May, I'll leave my mid-month wrap up down below in the description box. Hold the Line by Julia Wolf. It is the second book in her Kelly Ranch series. We're following Phoebe, the second sister, who is the baker in their small town. And Phoebe gets a new neighbor because her sister, who lived in the apartment next to her, moved out. Her new neighbor happens to be Phoebe's, childhood crush, crush in high school, Deacon, who also just got out of prison for serving time. And Phoebe tries to be a great neighbor. He tries to stay away from her. But when Phoebe had an incident, one of the customers in her bakery, Deacon steps in to help her, and after that, she brings him sweets as a thank you. They develop a friendship that eventually turns into a romance. I give this book 5 stars. Fighting Fate, part of a paranormal romance series called The Beast of London, and this is the fifth book in the series. A romance between a wolf shifter and a human, and I give this book 4 stars. Revive Me by Nikki Castle, and we're following the hero who used to be a top MMA fighter, but he got into an accident. He cannot be a professional fighter anymore, and he's confined to a wheelchair. His physical therapist doesn't give up on the hero because she's trying so hard to get him motivated to actually want to work on physical therapy. Doctor said he can walk again. He can, with the help of a cane or a mobility aid. He just doesn't have a reason to try again because he feels like his dreams are over. Everything he poured into his blood, sweat, and tears was fighting, and now that he doesn't have that, he just doesn't care anymore. But through this friendship with the heroine and with his physical therapist, he learned that there's more to life than fighting, and they have a romance together. And I gave this book 5 stars. Rewind It Back by Tom Forty. It's Rio and Haley's book. Now, I did a whole ranking video, and I talked all about this book, so if you want to know my full thoughts about Rewind It Back, please go click the video. My Favorite Bad Decision by Elizabeth O'Rourke. We're following this girl who goes on a trip, who wants to climb Mount Everest. On her trip, she bumped into her sister's ex-boyfriend, and it's her romance with her sister's ex-boyfriend so 4-star. Ghost of Life, a paranormal romance by Alice Winters, and it's about this guy named, I think his name is Hero. He can see a ghost, like he had the power to see ghosts, and his brother gets murdered, and he wants to help solve the murder. And every time he tries to help ghosts, like find justice, he runs into this cop. And if he wants to solve the mystery about his brother's murder, he has to tell the cop that he sees ghosts, but will the cop believe him? And it's their romance. They try to come together and try to figure out who killed his brother. And I give this book 4.5 stars. Deadly Lineage, it's an paranormal romance. When we follow a necromancer who can see ghosts and bring the dead back to life. And in this world, warlocks who father necromancer sons, usually they shun their son, like they cast their son out. But our hero has a very good relationship with his father. His father does the opposite, and he doesn't cast him out. And the necromancer gets this romance with a cop that he has a crush on. Oh, and he always brings the necromancer in to solve cases, and they work together to solve this particular serial killer case, while the necromancer and the cop try to admit their feelings for one another. This book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. When We Burn by Kristen Proby. It is a brother's best friend, single dad romance. When We Burn, book 2 in that small town romance series by Kristen Proby. We're following this Irish ballerina who used to be a prima ballerina in New York, but she got in an accident and she cannot do ballet anymore professionally because she has a stalker. So to get away from her stalker, she goes to the small town and she befriends the people in the small town, and she gets a romance with one of the other brothers from book 1, his brother, into their woods. And we follow this girl who goes into town for a job interview for a vet assistant, but then she gets stuck in the woods, and then she sees werewolves, and she runs away, and she gets bit by one of the werewolves. She wakes up and realizes this town is full of paranormal creatures, and the wolves that bit her are actually shapeshifters, and she is their mate, and she has to process everything about being in this magical small town. And she, not only that she is a wolf herself now. And I give this book 4 stars. Feathers from the Sky by Just Wycliffe. It is a reread for me. I give this book 4 stars. Step in the Zone and stepbrother romance. I really enjoyed. I give this book 4 stars. Of Goalie by my friend McKay Marie, and we're following Lennon, who is the goalie in her all-girl hockey team, and her dream is to be in the Frozen 4 because she knows that she can only do this in college. Like she can't play professional hockey. And she gets excited when she learns that Luke, a professional ex-goalie, is their new coach. Luke is not interested in helping the girls' hockey team. So Lennon calls Luke out on his behavior for being disinterested in the hockey team. And so Luke gets convinced to help her through these practices. They bond over their love of hockey, and the lines start to blur between them. They develop feelings for each other, and I really liked it. I give this book 5 stars. When Hearts Surrender. I can't say too much about this book because it doesn't come out until June 3rd. This book 4 stars. It's read Beautiful Venom. Delilah is trying to find her sister, and she thinks that this hockey group, that part of the criminal underworld secret society, is responsible for her sister's disappearance. Not disappearance. Her sister's in the hospital, and so she tries to infiltrate this hockey group. But in order to infiltrate this hockey group, the captain of the hockey group tells her he has to have sex with her in front of the hockey group, and he's not, and it's gonna be rough. And if she says no, that she cannot be initiated into the group, to his credit, he keeps asking her, do you want to use a safe word? And so that whole non-con situation is over. It gets attached to the hero, and so she gets initiated into the group, and she tries to find out what happened to her sister, why she was in that accident, and she plays mind games with the hero. It's their romance, and it's very twisty. There's a lot of twists and turns, and I give this book 4.5 stars. Unlikely. It's an Omegaverse romance, small town, and I give this 4 stars. Trigger. It's an romance, romantic suspense. And I also gave this book 4. Shape a Dragon's Breath, and we're following the heroine who lives on this island with her family, and then one day she finds a dragon and realizes that dragon has laid an egg. So she takes this dragon back to her village, and when her brother returns to the village, he said she has to attend this academy for dragon riders if she wants to keep this dragon. And I give this book 4.5 stars. I really liked it. It's a fantasy book. Those are all the books that I read in the second half of May. Please let me know, what books did you read for the second half of May? I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video would help me out a lot.